And now, for another riveting episode of CSI Beehive. On the scene, we have Detectives Buzz and Honey.
We just got called into another case. Earlier this morning, the bees in the hive woke up to find that they had been robbed.
What was stolen this time?
Well, it seems as though the frames of the honey super have been cleaned of their honey. Most of the honeycomb appears to be intact, but pieces are missing.
Alright, let's bring in the usual suspects.
First, we have Mrs. Lizard. She's been sitting around the hive entrances lately.
That's some pretty suspicious behavior.
Sure is. Let's look at the preliminary crime scene sketch. Mrs. Lizard could have waited by the entrance until the coast was clear, and then ran in to snatch this sweet reward.
Wait a minute, Buzz. There's a problem with our line of thought here. Mrs. Lizard does wait outside the beehives, but it isn't for the honey. Based on the past attempted homicide charges she's racked up, it seems like she was after the bees in the hive.
You're right. She's a slimy character, but not our perp this time. Let's look at our next suspect then.
That would be the blackberry brought in for questioning. He seems to have a hankering for honey. From his record, it seems like he prefers bees as food. He's ruined honeycomb before, trying to get the larva, but when he gets his hands on some honey, he's not one to say no. Here's the preliminary crime scene sketch.
Ah, I see. The black bear wouldn't have to sneak up at all. He would endure numerous stings in order to get the food he craves.
We also brought in a duo with similar style, the infamous honey badger and his accomplice, the honey guide bird.
These two make quite the partnership. The honey bird plans the heist, gets the honey badger keen to it, and then leads him to the hive for a buffet. Here we can see the preliminary crime scene sketch. The honey guide bird has led his partner, the honey badger, to the scene, where he digs into the hive and retrieves the precious honeycomb, filled with food for both him and the bird to enjoy.
Both sound like good suspects to me.
Wait, something doesn't seem right about this. Both the honey badger and the black bear are sloppy. They don't have the organization to sneak into a sleeping hive and take almost only the honey. They always leave a messy trail. Plus, the honey badger usually only breaks into the wild hives in Africa. No, this guy was intelligent. He was in and out real quick, and quite enough to do all this before the colony awoke.
How about we bring in our next suspect? Here we have a foreign bee coming to rob the honey, and a gang of hornets. These guys frequently break into hives and disturb the colony.
Let's look at the preliminary sketch. It seems like these guys would have flown right into the hive and taken whatever they wanted right in front of the other bees.
Do you think they're the guilty party this time, Buzz?
Actually, I don't. Did the guard bees fight off any intruders?
No, actually. Most of them were unaware of the break-in until this morning.
Exactly. The guard bees always try to push these guys out. Plus, the colony is healthy. I don't think they would have gotten away with that much honey.
You're right again, Buzz. I guess I'll roll on the last suspect, the human beekeeper. All these guys want is our hard-earned honey. They wear protective veils and suits as armor to defend against our stings.
I see in the preliminary sketch that the description fits how the crime scene went down. And looky here, further evidence. We found the smoking gun. It's a smoker outside the hive. Who would use such a contraption other than the human beekeeper? That must be why the bees didn't sense the intruder. The smoke masked their alarm pheromones.
Well, looks like this case is all wrapped up. We'll tell the guard bees to keep an eye out for this outlaw next time they come around. And you better believe they'll be prepared next time they come to the hive.